Hey folks, in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to make money online to move abroad or to travel. So I'm doing this video because I got a ton of questions of people asking me, or telling me rather, that they want to move out of the country or they want to move abroad, but they're not sure what to do about income. So in this video I'm going to show you some things that you could potentially do to make an income and move abroad. So the video was going to be in 4 different categories, and it may be long, I'm not sure yet. So in the event that it is, I'm going to put timestamps so you'll know based on what category that you fall in as to where you need to look in the video. So I hope that's helpful to help you kind of navigate. And lastly, the goal of this video is to get you to better understand the mindset that you are not stuck just doing business or working with a company that's in your city, your town, or even your country. There are a variety of different options that you can use, and so let's get into it. As I stated earlier, we're going to divide this into 4 sections. In those 4 sections, it's going to be a remote job, freelancer, wantrepreneur, and entrepreneur. So just starting with a remote job, let's talk about what that's going to mean. So with a remote job, it's where a company actually hires you and allows you to work for them regardless of what city, town, country you're in. Now, I'm a US citizen, so some of the resources I'm going to show you as it relates to the remote job, I'm going to show you if you're a US citizen. If you're not a US citizen, but there's websites that you use that can help with remote work, if you can be so kind and put those in the comments to kind of help the community navigate through this, that would be appreciated. So the first company that I'm going to show you is Indeed.com. So we're going to go here and you can type in remote. And you see there's a variety of different options. If you want to do data entry, nurse work, customer service, medical coder, all of this is you can put whichever particular position you're looking for, or just look through all of them and do a search of where you're located and find jobs and apply that way. If you want to do remote sales, manager, representatives, just put the additional word that you already have expertise on, or just see what all the remote jobs are on this website. And as you can see, you can kind of scroll down and see the various options, remote work available here. Licensed barber. I don't know how you do remote work as a licensed barber, but you can go through here and see some of the positions that offer remote work, and you can apply for them based on their requirements. Now again, this is for US citizens or being able to work in the US with the appropriate visas. Next, we're talking about LinkedIn. So many of you know I'm doing an interview series with the various people who live abroad. And a lot of people who live outside of the US, I'm not sure if we use LinkedIn that much in the US, but outside of the US, a good amount of people have been able to find jobs using LinkedIn. So with LinkedIn, you create an account, and it's supposed to be a way that people can kind of network and that type of thing, but people have also been able to find their jobs. So consider LinkedIn when you're thinking about putting your resume out there and letting people know what you do. One of the people I talk with, who is an administrative assistant, a virtual assistant who works remotely, she'll put the work that she does on LinkedIn, and companies will contact her so that she can work for them. And that's Mavis. If you haven't seen that interview, she was extremely helpful and talked about how she used LinkedIn to get more clients. Okay, so next we have the freelancer. So as a freelancer, you are basically responsible for getting your own work. And you kind of have to put yourself out there to let people know what you do. And having a portfolio of whatever is your service is important to have that online so people can refer to it. Now, there are a bunch of different websites that you can go to let people know what you do. One of them is People Per Hour. And if you want, you can put your profile on all of these platforms if you want. You just got to make sure that you're doing a really good job of responding back to the proposals that are coming out. So here we have People Per Hour. The next one is Upwork, and this was called something else when I used to use it a lot years ago, and I can't remember because it's been Upwork for a minute. But this is also a place where you can come and you can put your profile. You can do things, whether it's web design, creative design, sales, marketing. You can also hire people from here as well to help them kind of build your business online. But you can apply for freelance jobs with this website as well. And a lot of large companies use Upwork. So consider just checking it out. Like, don't believe anything that I'm saying. Don't believe everything on the internet. I want this to be a tool so that you can at least consider which one of these tools will work for you. I hope that makes sense. Fiverr. Many of you have heard about Fiverr. You can build a freelancing platform on this website and start to charge people. And then once you develop a relationship with the person, you can work with them directly. Next, we have Translator Base. This is a website resource for those who speak various languages and can easily transcribe or do some type of translation. This is something that you can find some jobs on. Guru.com is also another resource for finding freelance jobs online. And again, you do not have to be a U.S. citizen to use these websites. And then lastly, this is freelancewritinggigs.com. This has been a really good resource for people I know who do various writing assignments. So definitely would encourage the writers watching this to check out this particular website. So next we have our Wantrepreneur, and this is the person who has always thought about starting a business, but they just didn't take that leap yet. And I want to talk to you to tell you that now is the time to take the leap. This economy, whether it be the pandemic or just a global recession we're getting ready to really get into, you have to consider kind of making your own way, because the jobs that once existed are not going to exist anymore. So if you have something to give to the world that you can present from your creativity, do it. Now is the time. Now, if you've never started a business before and you're thinking about it, I want you to consider something that may have a relatively low startup cost. The last thing you want to do is put a lot of money in a product, because your money is going to be sitting in the product until you sell it. And if this is a new space for you, there's probably something that you already know how to do that you can convert into a service business. And service businesses are typically cheaper to set up, because once you provide the service, you get the money. You don't have to buy inventory. So understand, God forbid you lose your job. Your intelligence and your expertise is still valuable. You still know how to do things, and then you can consult or create content or do a variety of things with the knowledge you already have in your head. So the question is how to make that digital so that you can work anywhere in the country. So when I talk about the entrepreneur section, I hope you'll start to get some ideas and you'll start to think, oh, maybe I can do this or maybe I can do that. That's really the goal, so I hope I'm able to do that for you. Now, if you're a Wantrepreneur and you haven't started a business before, I want to offer a little bit of advice. I want you to be careful to not do things that feel like work, but they're not actually work. So for example, don't get so caught up on, is my logo right? Or is my website perfect? If you don't get a client, you're not in business. So you want to make sure that you are concentrating on things that are literally going to initiate a sale. That may mean making some sales calls, making some contacts, networking, putting out content, those things that actually bring people into your business. And that's kind of part of the scary part of putting your business out there. And that seems to be the part that when people are new to starting a business, they avoid those things and they concentrate on all the other things that make them not have to deal with people. And it feels like work. And then you end up doing so much of that you get burned out because you're not making any sales. So you want to make sure to focus on the things that actually initiate sales. That's reaching out to potential customers. That may be some sales calls. That may be sending some emails to some potential companies for sponsorship. Those things that actually bring in money. You can worry about your website or your logo later, because if you don't get any jobs, then your logo is irrelevant. So I hope that makes sense. From a lot of my clients that I've consulted in doing business consulting, I see them doing a lot of busy work, and then they get burnt out from the busy work and they didn't do the work that actually would close deals. So I want to give you that warning. So let's move on to the entrepreneur. Now, I've been an entrepreneur for almost 20 years, and I will tell you, I have made some successes, but I have made a ton of mistakes. So I'm hoping what I can do is help my fellow entrepreneurs out there kind of adjust their business so that you will still be okay during this crazy time we're getting ready to get into. And one of the ways of doing that is concentrating on having multiple sources of income within your business. So oftentimes, whether you're in a service or whether you're in a product business, people tend to just stay in one lane in their business and they don't concentrate on the other aspects of money. We're not going to talk about investing in this video. We're just going to talk about the services with your particular business. So in this example, we have a landscaper. So someone who tends to yards, whether it be commercial or residential. You can use the same examples that I'm using this for whatever your particular niche or industry is. Okay, so whether you're an attorney, whether you're a doctor, you can still add these components that we're going to talk about to your business to make more income. Now, here's a warning. Don't attempt to try to do all of these different sources of income all at once. Okay, so you're going to have your main service. So in this example, it's a landscaper, and you're providing the service of landscaping to clients. But the other advertising and other stuff, build one of those at a time so that you don't end up being overwhelmed. Which one you build first, it really depends on your business. But just wanted to give that disclaimer. So here, as a landscaper, you can produce content on your company, Did I say that right? Content on your company's website as a blog, and that can include articles, tutorials, product reviews. And basically what you're doing is you're building this audience. And when your traffic increases to about 30,000 per month, particularly if it's a US audience, you can start advertising on your website. So again, you have your main service, and you also have advertising income on your website. Next, we have digital product income. And what that means is you can create a digital product that can help homeowners get that perfect lawn. So this can be in the form of an ebook. This can be in the form of a video. It could be in a membership course. It could be a variety of things, but you want it to be digital, because if you are a landscaper, you can't, treat landscapes. No, you can't treat yards is the word I was looking for. You can't treat yards all across the country. So what you could do is create a digital product that will still help people get the results that they want. It's just you're able to sell it to people, not just in your city and town, but all across the country or in any other country. Now, consulting income. In whatever your industry is, you are going to find people that need a little bit more help. They're going to need maybe someone to walk with them one-on-one, or they may have a specific problem that it's going to take a larger form of expertise that you may have, and you can work with them. So that's consulting income, and you can consider that. So again, even though you're a landscaper, you're still making money off your website, you're making money on consulting, and you're also making money on digital products. That's where we are right now, okay? I hope everyone's following me. So affiliate income is one of my favorites because you can make money when you're not doing anything. So basically with affiliate income, you can create content. So this can be form of a video, this can be in the form of an article on your website, and basically in your industry, whatever industry you're in, again, we're using the example of a landscaper, but whatever industry you're in, there's probably certain tools you use and they help you run your business well. So in the case of the landscaper, there may be a particular lawnmower you like. I have no knowledge of landscaping, so I know what else is using. But there may be a weed killer or some other things that you particularly like because you've been using them in your business. And as you're building this audience, they trust you because hopefully you're honest and you have some integrity and you're giving people insight and valuable information. So you can tell them certain products that work for you and your business so that they can use those products to do whatever they need to do. And you can work basically it's a referral commission off of the people you send to said company. The great thing about this is once you create the content, you don't have to create anymore. So you can continue to get referral income off of this content that you created. I just ask that you make sure that you keep your integrity and you're being honest about it. And it's a great way to make money while you sleep. So that's affiliate income. Now, in order for affiliate income to work out well, you got to do the first step and start building that audience. So if you refer people, but your audience isn't that large, then you're not going to get a great commission and the business may not see the purpose of working with you. So let me just introduce you to a couple companies that do affiliate market that I've used in the past to make income. And let me just run over here real quick. Where did I put it? Okay, so CJ is one of the larger affiliate programs, and you can sign up with them as a publisher on your website. And just, go to their website, peruse through it. And they have a ton of large companies that they work with. And in your industry, you may use certain tools and certain products see if they're on here, create content as to how you were using it, how it's helped your business or how you use it, and then you can get commission for the people who refer based off of that link. So that's CJ. They use a very different companies. Let me see. Yeah, just take some time, go through CJ. Another company, I don't think I'm gonna say it correctly, so just look on your screen and this is what it's called. They were purchased by someone else that I used to use. I think it was called LinkShare. So they purchased them, but this is the same method. So you'll find that certain large companies sign up with one company or the other. Certain retail companies, if you have an online store or online boutique, some retail companies will give you a commission for posting their product on your website if people purchase it. So check out these two countries. There's many more. I just wanted to give you a couple tools there. So I hope that's helpful. Okay, again, if you don't have an audience yet, don't concentrate on affiliate income right now. Concentrate on creating the content based on your industry, and then people will start to come in, and once you get that audience, then concentrating on affiliate income would be a really good option. Okay, sponsorship income. Sponsorship income is also kind of similar to affiliate, but again, this is the area that you only want to look into until you build an audience. And basically, you build your audience and you target a certain demographic of people with your content. Now, various companies are going to want to reach the same audience, and if you've done a good job building them, then they can sponsor various things you do, whether that's a video that you do. And you may have seen this on YouTube. You're on YouTube, you've seen various YouTube creators say this was sponsored by X, Y, and Z. So that's what the sponsorship income is. And in order to do that, again, you need to build your audience. So if you're just starting out, this may not be the area that you want to spend a lot of time on right now, but once you start building an audience, let's say of 10 to 30,000, you're considered like maybe a micro influencer, and then you can start reaching out. Now, with sponsorship income, some companies may reach out to you, but you have to be okay with creating an email saying, listen, this is what I do. This is the audience that I'm reaching. This is the engagement of my audience. I was considering doing, producing content that looks like this, that would showcase your product. Would you be interested? So you have to kind of pitch yourself a little bit. You got to be okay with that. All right. And, but it could be very lucrative. So, and again, you can do that regardless of where you're located in the world. And if you want to travel, you can do this with hotels and tell them you'll produce content to see if you can maybe get a discounted rate. I've done that in the past. I've done videos and content for various hotels just so maybe I wouldn't have to pay for a couple nights because I wanted to stay there. So you can use this in a variety of different ways. So yeah, think about that. YouTube is also a great way to kind of like affiliate income. You can kind of make money while you sleep. So once you create the content and you build the audience, YouTube pays you for putting ads on your content. So I'm sure if you're watching my content, you see ads because those ads help me produce more content for you. So you can do the same within your business. Whatever your business is, again, we're talking about the landscaper in this example, you can just do content based on landscaping. So here we're at my back end of my YouTube channel. So I have more than one channel. I have a bunch of them. So, but this is the one that we're on. So I just recently got monetized, but I wanted to show you kind of how some of the income can be. So I got monetized on May 18th of 2020. And since then, YouTube has paid me, or getting ready to pay me, $1,174.63. So if you see here, the monthly estimate for May was $331. For June, it was $835. In July, at the time of recording this, it's July 4th. So July just started, so this is what it is for July. So you can kind of get an understanding as to how much you can potentially get over the course of, I think by June, let me see if I can, that's 28 days. So you can kind of see that the amount per day varies, and it's really hard to know how much YouTube is going to pay. So this kind of varies. So the good thing is you can get the money after you create the video. You can kind of move forward to something else and still make money for your business. So again, with YouTube, you can provide useful, engaging information to your YouTube audience. Once you grow your audience, you're allowed to advertise with ads. In addition to, it's a great way to get people off of the internet and into your business, because most of the time when people come to YouTube, they're hot leads because they're actually searching for something. YouTube is the second largest search engine before Google. Google owns YouTube. So when people are searching for things, YouTube is a great way to get that audience. Okay, so we just went over a variety of different income streams that you can do for your business. That is in addition to the main service. So again, your main service in this example is a landscaper. But in this, the landscaper can also contribute with advertising income, sponsorship income, digital product income, consulting income, YouTube income, and affiliate income. Now, as I said before, do not attempt to do all of these at the same time because you can end up overwhelming yourself and then you may give up, and we don't want you to give up. We just want you to take your time, focus on one, and then you can move to the next one. So that's about it. I really, really hope that this was helpful. If you found this video to be helpful, please share it with someone who can also help. And also, if you have any specific questions, please try to make them as specific as possible so that I can actually answer them for you. Just put those in the comments section, and that's it. Until next time, thanks for joining me.